Mr. R. Rajamahendran, the chairman of the Capital Maharaja Group, passed away this morning.
Mr. Rajamahendran was 78 years at the time of his demise. He passed away while receiving treatment at a private hospital in Colombo.
The final rites were observed at the Borella Cemetery this afternoon.
Born on the 19th of May 1943, Mr. R. Rajamahendran was an old boy of Royal College, Colombo, and joined his father at the Maharaj organization at the tender age of 16, along with his brother. At 21, he and his brother took on the reins of the group after the death of their father, with little or no formal training in how to run a business. From that day to today, Mr. Rajamahendran has built what is not only a world-renowned diverse conglomerate, but also an organization with a civic consciousness and a heart for the people. From setting up Sri Lanka's first BOI joint venture in the 1970s, to the construction of Sri Lanka's largest hydroelectric power infrastructure, to being the leadership behind Sri Lanka receiving ICC test status in cricket, which is a well-known secret, to making mobile telephony available to the average Sri Lankan by founding Dialog GSM, to setting up Sri Lanka's largest media network that has differentiated itself through innovation, to directly overseeing Newsfirst, Sri Lanka's news network that has never compromised on its commitment to the people to tell the truth, to changing the lives of millions of Sri Lankans through the Gammadda movement that he founded. He was not just a man, but a chapter in Sri Lanka's post-independence history. Many leaders from diverse spheres, including business and politics, both current and from the past, owe their careers to Mr. Rajamahendran, who unselfishly supported them when no one else did. He supported people without expecting anything in return, and even when some turned against him, he did not stoop low. His heart for ordinary people, especially the downtrodden poor of Sri Lanka, was what made him an extraordinary leader. He forgot about profits and business objectives when it came to the people. He gave without expecting anything in return, and this included opportunity to those who worked for the organization and even to those who didn't. A Hindu himself, his contribution to Buddhism and all other religions was without comparison. He saw his role as a leader who brings together rather than one who tears apart. He was the embodiment of reconciliation as he built a company that welcomed people of all religions, ethnicities, cultures and creeds to work as one for the benefit of Sri Lanka. He was a patron of the arts, being a dedicated collector and supporter of the great masters and upcoming artists. His knowledge and appreciation of music and movies was legendary, and this was seen in the innovative concepts that Sirasa and Shakti gave birth to over the decades. Mr. Rajamahendran refused to compromise on many things, and perhaps most importantly, his integrity. He refused to be involved in unethical business practices and always took hard decisions when it came to national interest and personal profit. He faced insurmountable challenges in his life, but overcame them all. The offices of the group were burnt in 1983. Sirasa was bombed in 2009. His life was constantly in danger, and he lost good friends along the way to horrendous events. But he stood for what he believed in and never took a step back. Today, as he has been called to rest after a lifetime of fighting for a better country and a better tomorrow for us all, his legacy will live on in every life he has touched. He never gave public speeches and never sought publicity. He instead gave the pride of place to his team so that they would excel in all they did. Mr. Rajamahendran believed in a strong, independent Sri Lanka that bowed before no other nation in the world. He believed in the creation of a nation where our people were prosperous and lived happy lives. He hoped and prayed for clean political leaders who would always place the interests of the people ahead of their own interests, and he risked everything for what he believed in. This group will continue to dedicate itself to the vision of this great leader, a proud Sri Lankan who believed in the power of the truth and that the truth will ultimately win over all evil. This group, under the leadership of Managing Director Sri Rajamahendran, will continue to innovate, continue to build leaders, continue to stand by the truth, and continue to play its role as it always has as a vital part of Sri Lanka's journey towards a better future. The management and staff of CMG, both past and present, joined hands in praying earnestly for eternal rest to our kind, wonderful, and unparalleled leader, Mr. Rajamahendran. Thank you, sir, for who you are to us and our country. Thank you for your unselfishness, for your love, for your determination. Thank you for believing in us. You will live on, sir.